All right, everyone, we are going to take a look at Polkadot here. So it's been a minute since I looked at Polkadot. Very similar what is going on with some of the rest of the coins out here in the market. We just looked at Matic, so go check that update out. And we're going to point something out just like Matic here on Dot that is going on the macro scale. And everybody right now is screaming moon because a lot of things are moving. But we're only coming up to a certain point, in my opinion, and then everything's going to come right back down to where it came from. So looking at Dot here, you are bullish. The momentum is clearly up. We can see that with the stock RSI, with the price. Switching over to the Heikinashi, printing green. We are trending up, and we are over the 200-day EMA here. So let's get that back on the screen. I don't know what happened there. There we go. All right, so the price of Polkadot here from the high to the low, you can see we're over the 200. We just got over. We're holding support right at the 618 at 491. So it is bullish in that respect that it is over the 618. So that kind of tells us that the price of Polkadot here is probably headed back up here to the top. So another 17% move, maybe a little bit higher if it wants to come up here and test this trend line here that we have on the chart. So potential 20% move in play here now that you're over the 618 on Polkadot. And of course, for the support here, you want to hold on to the 618 here at 490. If you take out 490, you have that 200-day EMA here also for support. And of course, your first stop is going to be about 460 here for a 5% drop. But once you take out that 200-day EMA, this uptrend that you're just beginning is no longer in play, and you're probably just going to come right back down. That is a possibility. So I would watch the support levels here, mainly the 200-day EMA, the 618, and then watch these prices to the upside on Polkadot. So switching out here to the weekly chart where we have these lines drawn. So we're going to go to the weekly, put this on log, scroll this down, and you can see that from this move down, we have been forming this falling wedge pattern here. So the price of Polkadot is potentially doing something like this to where it's going to come back up to the top of the wedge pattern and then coming back down and then back up. You can see what I'm getting at here. The same thing I pointed out on the Matic update that I just uploaded, that you can see if this is going to play out on the macro scale for a lot of these cryptos, then this takes you into next year in February, March / April, depending on how long this pattern is going to play out. I don't know why I said slash. But yeah, I mean, you could extend these lines here. And if this thing is going to chop around in this large pattern here, then you can see that takes us into next April, March here before we start going back up, which that very closely aligns with the halvening and the start of the next bull run. So this could be very well what is in play. So don't get all what do you call it? Don't get all twisted. Don't get all sucked into the hype when all these YouTubers and Twitter people are saying right now we're going to the moon. The bull run has started. We're going like that. When in reality, from what the chart is telling us, from these patterns and these support and resistance levels, this is more likely what is going to happen here, where we're coming up to a certain point, and then we're coming right back down to where we came from until the market says that it's time to go. So that is a possibility. I want you guys to be aware of that here on Dot, and like I said, the Matic update I just did, and just be cautious here. Don't fall into the trap that the bull run started. You're going to miss out. We're going to the moon and chasing these green candles here because you think you're going to miss out, and when in reality, this thing's coming up for that 20% move, and then it's going to drop right back down to where it came from. So hopefully that made sense to you guys out there. That's our Dot update for the day, and we'll leave it at that for now. Just rewind the video if you need to. Not financial advice. Thanks for watching, everyone, and we will see you in the next one. Peace out.